saying like you have seen so many scans of the brain and you have like 20 plus years of experience. So I really wanna know about like, okay, so you're seeing scan of someone's like who looks healthier,
Yes.
has a good muscle, he has a peak body,
Physically
do,
healthy.
physically healthy. Do you
Mm-hmm.
still see some kind of symptoms or damage in their brain? Like how much that common?
Yeah, because how many people really look at the brain? We look at every other organ in the body. You break a bone, you go get an x-ray, right? But you hit your head and do you go run out and get a brain scan? Most people wouldn't. I was just fortunate because I worked in a psychiatric clinic and we used brain imaging as a way to help target and treat complex psychiatric disorders. So that's why I got into the brain imaging field. And I helped my mentor sort of pull together his database. By the time I left the clinic, we had over 130,000 brain spec scans. So yeah, I've had the benefit of seeing a lot of people's brains, and we even truly healthy brain look like. A healthy brain looks what we say well perfused. There's a lot of good blood flow to the brain. And why is that important? Most people don't know we have 400 miles of blood vessels that are in our brain. A lot of
Just in the
times
brain.
we hear about, the brain 75% water. We hear that the brain 60% fat, but people also don't give that incredible statistic that there's all of this vasculature there, and the habits that we have each day. We want to make sure we're supporting really healthy perfusion and blood flow to the brain. That's why exercise is so important, right? You want to think about aerobic exercise. So you're working the heart, but you're also getting oxygen and nutrients and blood flow to the brain. So when we're scanning brains, and I'm getting to your question, we're scanning brains, one of the things we're looking at is, what is the blood flow like? What areas of the brain have low blood flow? And there's many reasons why a brain can have low blood flow. It can be exposure to toxic substances, toxic mold, alcohol, smoking marijuana. You could have had head injuries. You could have gone through chemotherapy and have what we call chemo brain, because that has an impact on blood flow. You could have had a stroke. You could have degenerative processes happening. So needless to say, a lot of times when we scan a brain, if it's somebody who, usually the young brains should look beautifully perfused, but as people get into their 20s, 30s, and 40s and just have life experiences, we start to see these deficits in perfusion. And people don't even realize having excess weight on your body decreases blood flow to the brain. So just being overweight or obese is a chronic inflammatory condition that can cause changes in the vasculature, and then you have low blood flow. If you have chronic hypertension, you can have low blood flow. So, I talk about this as one of the themes in the book about the importance of cerebral perfusion. And this is, again, why exercise is such an important part of keeping our brains healthy. Not only does it help
Yeah.
improve blood flow, but it also helps to grow new neurons in a very specific region of the brain called the hippocampus, which is critical to learning and memory.